Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
This clip is insane, and I think Kamala Harris is going to lose a lot of the Christian vote, if not all of the Christian vote. She essentially mocked a man who shouted out, "Jesus is Lord," when Kamala Harris was talking about abortion. I will play the entire clip, and then we will talk about exactly what's happening. And then before we even allow the mainstream media to try and twist this, there's other footage I want to show you guys. But let me first play this clip through.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Okay, the only reason why I'm making this video is so we don't give a chance to the mainstream to try and change this narrative, because there just so happens to be a woman who was at the rally who accidentally caught the audio, and you could see how dead silent it was, and there was no chance in heck that Kamala is going to try and play the card of, "I had no idea what they said."
When I panned over to the crowd and to her speaking, and I caught something I wasn't expecting. Check it out.
Not a lot of energy here, but everyone just cheered and screamed for killing babies. So that was disappointing. Anyway, here she is.
Did you hear that? Some guy in the crowd shouted, "Jesus is Lord." And Kamala said, "I think you're at the wrong rally." And then she said, "Try the smaller one down the street." Everyone laughed and laughed and cheered, but I was at that rally. There were almost 7,000 people at it. Today they said there were 2,500. Nobody waiting. Open spaces. I wanted everyone who's a believer to hear that for themselves.
Now, this all comes at a pretty insane time, because now we're a day after, or a little over 24 hours, where Kamala actually skipped the Al Smith dinner, which is a really big white-collar Catholic event, essentially where people can donate a lot of money to Catholic ministries at this event. And I actually did a YouTube video talking about how Donald Trump just roasted everyone at the event, and that's sort of what it is. It's supposed to be everyone get together, have a good time, roast some people, all in good fun, and donate a ton of money. Well, Kamala skipped that, and that definitely rubbed a lot of Catholics the wrong way, but also her little speech that she did and her little skit also sort of really annoyed a lot of Catholics.
Your Eminence and distinguished guests, the Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity to set aside partisanship.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's going on? Who was that?
Oh, sorry, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Mary Catherine Gallagher. It's so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Catherine. Right now I'm trying to record my speech for tonight's dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want to say that I'm Catholic, and tonight is one of the biggest dinners next to the Last Supper.
It is a very important dinner, and it's an important tradition that I'm so proud to be a part of.
Sometimes when I get nervous, I stick my fingers under my arms and I symbol them like that.
Referred to as the Catholic Met Gala. 22% of Americans identify as Catholic. Catholics will be a key demographic in every battleground state. I'm sorry, why is Vice President Harris not here? I mean, consider this. This is a room full of Catholics and Jews in New York City. This is a layup for the Democratic nominee. I mean, in her defense, she did find time to appear on The View, Howard Stern, Colbert, and the longtime staple of campaigning, the Call Her Daddy podcast. This event.
Now, I know there's Christians out there who don't even consider Catholics Christian or etc. But again, at the end of the day, I think a lot of Christians, when they see this clip, will actually end up being unified at the end of all of this. Consider Kamala is a Christian. She claims to be a Christian. That's up to debate. I'm going to take her word for it. But again, this is probably one of the largest insults that covers all of Christians around the world, not only U.S. Christians, to where this could be extremely detrimental to Kamala. Again, when somebody says Jesus is Lord or our Christ is King, this is a proclamation. This is a fact. This is what Christians are all about. This is the backbone of Christianity. And for Kamala to sort of have that smug face and to be like, you're at the wrong rally. Again, as I make this video, I want to put this out there and hopefully people will see this before the mainstream tries to change it. You saw the third-party clip. You saw what she had to say. It was not that big of a rally. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I try to be pretty down the middle and try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know how Kamala is going to get away with this one. And I totally forgot to give this perspective because I just want to put this out there as well. There are Christians out there that I am seeing on like X and on Instagram and other platforms, TikTok, saying that, look, Christians should not be shouting things like this. Christians should stay in their lane. And I'm talking about Christians critiquing other Christians. This is probably, and it won't be the only time where Christians are having a very hard time to sort of decipher between Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. But again, when you look at everything in context, Kamala was talking about Roe v. Wade and talking about abortion, essentially. And this is why I'm going to assume the man shouted out, Jesus is Lord. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who the man was. I don't know if he was a Christian. But definitely, this is a Christian statement that the majority of Christians stand on as the backbone of Christianity because Christ is Lord. So again, without a doubt, there's definitely that narrative on the other side amongst Christians where should Christians be disruptive? Should they just sit there and should they just accept what Kamala is saying? So I just wanted to put that out there to let people know that even amongst Christians, this is heavily debated on whether or not Christians should be so public about something like this and could be seen as causing a disruption. So I'll let you guys decide in the comments what you all think.